If I told you once, I told you 1,000 times, get out my swamp. Hello, welcome back everybody. Dreadful. Welcome back everybody, my name is Kavalech, and let's grab ourselves a deadly chat. Yes indeed, welcome back to In-Depth Dark Souls. When we last left off, we were about to start our descent into Blighttown. You'll notice I'm wearing slightly different armor. I was going to go with the Hollow Thief armor, but I decided to go with the black leather, just because it's our best poison resistance right now. And we also have our spider shield, which, as it says, has resistance to poison. Now, that doesn't mean it increases your poison meter, it just means if you get attacked by something and you block, it won't build up the bar, whereas with other shields, it will. Yeah, so Blighttown. Here we are, finally, the infamous and dreaded Blighttown. I know a lot of people fear this area, fear it. Varian Nox, as we found out the other day, fear the dark. But it's not too bad. Now, I did absent-mindedly, while I was checking out different armors, pick up there's 3 blooming purple mosses on that, but it's not really a big deal. Yeah, but I actually don't think this area is too bad. Now, it is obviously horrendous, and on the original PS5, PS3 version, you had the whole thing of you got to walk very slowly across these. They're horrendous. Whoever thought of this was evil. But it's kind of cool. I mean, look at that. Fucking hell. Oh. Yeah, obviously in the original PS3 version, this would had just horrendous frame rate. Horrendous fucking frame rate. But it's not too bad now. A lot of that came from the lovely mosquitoes and things like that. Humanity, thank you so much. But there are lots of treasures and lots of things to be had. Now, I am going to be doing this area in a slightly strange way. We're going to complete all of this area, of course. But then you can make that jump. I'm not... Is it that one? Fuck, I nearly fucking jumped off the side. No, it's not this one. There is a sneaky jump you can make somewhere, but I don't think it's here. I love all the different sight lines you can get from this area as well. Yeah, so there's lots of little things we're going to look at and do while we're here, but I am going to be doing it in a slightly different order than potentially you would normally do things. I'm also going to save myself walking back across this and just homeward bound back, because I don't trust myself not to fucking fall and die horrendously. So yeah, so we should have fun with that. I think it'll be interesting to see the different things we can do and what we can kind of get going there. Now, I don't know how this is going to look on YouTube. I will say it's a bit washed out for me. But I mean, that's Blighttown in general, really, isn't it? Now, it's been a while, so I'm going to have to somewhat remind myself of all the ways around here. But we will have loads of lovely poison blow dart guys to deal with. And yeah, there's a lot of shit to deal with here, but we should be fine. The good thing, as you can see, is with our wolf ring, we have a lot of poise, which is nice. You can actually see it's very dark, but you can see a toxic blow dart guy right above my head, right there, throwing things at me now. Huh. Not a one-hit kill, which is not ideal. But I do need to upgrade this weapon more. I'm hesitant too, because I would like to try out maybe some different weapons for the series. So potentially, I'm not going to be upgrading things right now. Now I would like to head up, well, we need to kill that guy. But I would like to head up to some of these other little areas as well, which would be nice. From here we can see this horrendous creature. It's like something in a fucking Bloodborne, to be honest. But yeah, if you had a bow with you, which I was awfully stupid and I didn't bring my bow. But if you did have, well, I have a bow, but it's not upgraded. If you wanted to have an easier life, you could shoot with the bow from here and kill it. Make your life a bit easier. I forgot, these guys are so fucking persistent. Fucking hell. Oh. Fucking persistent little bastards there. I forgot how much they will run to try and get you. We may as well jump down this way. We can find our way around. They will find their way to you as well, by the way. That is a thing. They will indeed find their way to you. Oh yeah, there was just a ladder there. I'm such a fucking numpty. It's been a while since I've gone around Blighttown, okay? Especially this way. I haven't come this way in Blighttown in... Oof. A long fucking time. Long fucking time. Where is he? I can hear him. I hear you, you know. Here he is. He's coming. I knew he was coming. Come on, you're almost there. You made it. You can make it. You can do it. Come on. You can make it. Get up the fucking... Oh, God's sake. Hello. Oh, God, I bonked. Oh. I thought this was going too smoothly, alright. Do you know what? Let's climb down this way and take them by surprise. Now, we're going to want to... If we take a look at these enemies, by the way, if you notice, some people think they're using staves. That's not a staff. Oh, and it's after dropping, but if you take a look at their hands, they are using bodies. Yeah. Yep, they are indeed using bodies in order to kill you, which is interesting. Up here is where the poison dart guy is. Dun, 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 dun. I just love how, even though this area is fucking horrific in so many ways, like so many ways, I love how just densely packed it is and how interwoven it is. And I know I'm blue in the face saying it because that's, you know, the way this game is overall. But it is just so good. A lot of people think this area is too much or anything like that, but personally I quite like it. Now, so we are behind that creature. So like I said, if you had your thing, you could do that, but I like to just come here and then you can... Is he coming to get me? You can usually hear enemies here, which is good. So we are doing damage. You can actually see up there. You can see we're doing damage. And he can't hit me from here, which is fine. Didn't even take that many hits to kill. Easy 1,000 souls and some purple moss clumps. Thank you. Now the real prize, though. Pyromancy Flame Fire Within. One of the best pyromancies in the game. Let's have a little look at this. Pyromancy of Carmina. I told you we'd see more of Carmina, didn't I? And I told you she was going to be the fucking goat of pyromancy, who harnessed the power of flame to actualize the inner self. I fucking knew I could hear somebody. This is another reason why I love this area, by the way. I love that you can hear the enemies coming at all times. So you're always stressed thinking, is that something? But you can... They don't just appear out of nowhere and kill you. You can hear them. Sorry, now where was I? To actualize the inner self. Short strength endurance boost, but lose HP. Excessive power eats away at the life force of its caster, and like all dangerous spells, power within was kept secret for eons. What's very interesting to me is as we descend further into Blighttown here, we're going to discover, obviously this place was not always blighted. It was once a prosperous kind of area, and it became blighted. And you might think, oh, well, you know, what does that mean? But the way that pyromancy works is fascinating, because you have some pyromancies that are flame related and some pyromancies that are poison related. Most of them being flame related, of course, it's pyromancy, but you have a kind of mix of both. Here's another great view that I love. You can really see the edges of the walls here and up to where Firelink would be. There's the big tree we can see at all times and everything, and I love just being... You're under the world now. Like, it's so fucking... It's great. And you can see right down then into... Further into Blighttown where we're going to be. You can see the torches there. Right down there is where the... Right below me here. You can probably see just there is the tunnel. That's where the bonfire will be. And then over there to the boss. But yeah, so there's that mix of flame pyromancy and poison pyromancy, but then you have something like Power Within, which is kind of both, because it's not quite flame, it's like an inner flame. Harnesses the power flame, but it's like an inner thing, it's not outwardly fire, but obviously it ticks away at your health like a poison. So it's a cool little intersection, and one of the strongest of the pyromancies as well. Eagle shield, great shield with an eagle design, lightest and easiest great shield to handle. Great shields are very stable and deflect attacks, but one cannot parry and instead bashes with the shield. So you lose your parry, but it's a very strong shield. Now it's only 95% physical reduction, but it's got a nice stat range, and using things like the Ring of the Evil Eye to absorb HP from enemies when you kill them and stuff, you can offset that little bit of chip damage. And high stability shields in this game, especially great shields, and especially ones like the eagle shields and stuff like that have really high stability, you can really fucking defend yourself. Like, you can get some... This game you can turtle up quite easily. You know, I think I said this in one of the other episodes, but people underestimate how much you can get use out of shields in this game. As opposed to, I'm actually thinking I might need the fucking lantern here, because I don't know if it's my TV or what. I can't fucking see a fucking thing. I literally can't fucking see. So, let's get a bit of this going. There we are. Now, this is the ladder I meant to go up earlier. But missed it because I'm stupid. Because I believe... Oh, first of all, this guy is alive in this pot. Why is he in a pot? Let's be honest. They're probably going to fucking eat him or something. Let's be completely fucking honest with ourselves. They were most likely going to fucking eat him or something. Which is horrendous to think of. Now, I wanted to show you... if you come up here... Well, first of all, let me get rid of these guys. Hold on. Fuck. Don't eat me. Don't eat me! I don't taste good! Heal. Woo, you missed. Jackass. Roll. And one more. The battle axe, I think, is a really great weapon for this area as well. I think there's 3 of those guys, isn't there? So shouldn't there be another one? I knew there was another one. I always thought they looked like they were wearing socks. I know it's meant to be mud, but looked like socks to me. Yeah, I wanted to show you some... Oh, fucking, there's 4 of them. Fuck's sake, man. Come on down. The price is right. Come on. Come here. Sir. Really? Fucking... Oh my... What is happening with the camera? Oh my god. That was horrendous on so many levels. Holy shit. Anyway. Yeah, I wanted to show you this. So, this is where we jumped down to grab the Iaito katana, which, great weapon as well. Who knows, we might use a katana at some stage. But I wanted to show you guys this because I feel not a lot of people know this. So if you come this way, you can actually walk along this seam, and it allows you to jump down here to get this item. Now, you can get to this from a couple of ways, but I just like that little thingy. It allows you to get here faster if you're coming straight down. But the shadow set, which sounds nice. Black cloth mask worn by spooks from an eastern land, designed so as not to hinder their unique form of martial arts. While it sacrifices defense for the sake of greater mobility, it offers resistance to bleeding and poison, among other things, perhaps due to the nature of espionage. It does actually have better poison resistance, but let's have a look at the whole set. Shadow garb. Yeah, it says the same. But this is your... Oh no, it's the sorcerer's boots. This is your... If you want to look like a... If you want to look like a shinobi, you wear this outfit, which is pretty nice. We can get a better look at it when we have better lighting, but it's pretty nice. I am, however, just for the fashion, because I like it, got to keep the thief mask on. Just because I like the mask more. Right, down we go, I believe. Yeah, because I don't think there's anything over here. Camera. What the fuck? I will say, all this camera issue I'm having here, not in the original. Not in the original. The camera's not perfect in the original either, I will say. Like, it's not exactly like I'm like, oh, the original is much better camera. It doesn't. Like, it really doesn't. But there are some issues, like the lighting and stuff, that I feel are a little bit more borked in this version. I forgot actually to drop down to grab this item here as well. Want to get all the goodies, man. There's so many goodies to find. Soul of a proud knight. Right. So this is where now. So remember as well. Oh yeah, we got to jump here. Cool. Remember as well that when you clear out any of the toxic blow dart guys, everybody else will return, but the toxic blow dart guys will not return. So that's a nice little way of almost like pseudo checkpoints, because obviously once you do that, then you're done. You don't have to worry about that anymore. Making sure I got everything there and everything here. Yeah. Now, so the item that we picked up here, it was just the soul of a proud undead or whatever the fuck, something like that. But it's actually to guide you down this direction, because there's a way to go here. I also realized, by the way, we haven't actually looked at any of the... Now, there's not a huge amount of lore on these, but soul of a lost undead who has long ago gone hollow. Souls are the source of all life, and whether undead or even hollow, one continues to seek them. So I always found it fascinating that, you know, the soul as it is in this game is something that they're still seeking them even though they're undead. So is there one of the enemies that's walking around that this is their soul? You know, and what does that mean for when you destroy it fully? You know, does that mean... Ow. Oh, you can see there, actually, that worked out rather well, because you can see when I blocked his hit, I didn't get any poison buildup, where I should have, because it's a poison attack. His thing is poison. Nice. Yeah, we should be able to get the old... give the old Katy Perry. Oh, the fuck out of here, my guy. Ooh, hit him so hard he fucking shit himself, apparently. To my mind, that's always how that's been. I know there's actually an interview with Miyazaki, the creator, why did I say it like that, creator of the game, that in the radio interview, the guy was like, oh, the dung pies, like, what's the significance there? Is it that, like, do you pick them up as dung pies? Did the enemy form them into dung pies? Do we form them into dung pies? Like, what? And what a thing to ask, by the way, of all of the lore questions you could have asked Miyazaki. But Miyazaki said, or I think he said as well, or do you kill the enemy so hard that they fucking shit themselves? But it's funny to me because Miyazaki was just like, some things I like to leave up to interpretation. As in, shut the fuck up, why are you asking me such stupid fucking questions? Right, now, so we can go through this, but I want to show that you can drop down here. Huh. And get a whip. A cool whip. Not a cool one, but a whip nonetheless. The whip weapons are not great, but they're not the worst. You can do some stuff with them. I don't think there's any lore. Oh! Sort of. So attack type regular. Leather whip not intended for battle. What was it intended for then? If not battle, what do you mean? Virtually ineffective against armor and tough scales, but quite formidable against enemies with exposed skin. So there is a reason for them, you know. Also, you'll note here that this says Great Scythe, weapon type halberd. There's no scythe in this game. Like, there's a scythe, clearly, I'm looking at the scythe right now, but there's no scythe class. So they're classed as halberds, which, sure, I don't know why, but they are. So there is a quick way to get down to here. I'll show you this, where it is. I've said this a million times now, and I'm sure people are blue in the face listening to me say it, but there is something very relaxing about this game, especially when you take your time and you fucking read stuff and you do things like, see, we're here now. There's something so just magical, you know. Now, this is later on, so we can't get here yet. In case you're looking going, what the fuck is happening? Don't worry, we will get that item. I can see it there. Again, the game doing its thing where it's like, hey, look at this item. You can see it, but you can't get it. There's a lot of falling to your death and everything here. How I haven't done it, I don't know yet, but these things are horrendous. Chaos bugs. Ooh. Not killing them in one hit, which is a bit disconcerting, but not the worst. Actually, an or 2 would probably kill them in one hit. Yeah, so actually it's not too bad. It's not the worst. And now we are pretty much out of the worst part of Blighttown. To me, anyway. Like, I know a lot of people complain about a lot of places in Blighttown, but to me, the worst part of Blighttown is that upper section. And now it's done. That was overkill, I apologize. Which actually I can talk about, because, you know, it's a system that I guarantee most people don't even realize is a thing. If you kill an enemy, I don't know if backstabs count, but if you kill it, say an enemy has 10 health and you kill it with an attack that does 100 damage, or similar, doesn't have to quite be that, but similar. These mosquitoes are the worst. You will actually trigger what's called the overkill mechanic, and you will get more souls. So it's not something that you need to worry about or think about ever, and I wouldn't use it. I love having the lantern on your back, by the way, because you just have this. It's like Kratos in God of War. I wouldn't use it as a mechanic to try and farm or anything. I mean, if you can, great. You can optimize the hell out of it, but it's just a good little feature that's in there that, again, they don't never explain, but it's in there. Now, first of all, actually, we picked up the Wanderer's set, didn't we? These motherfuckers are here. Hold on, let me get rid of this guy. Yeah, they can pretty much come through the floor. It's to do with pathing. Otherwise, it'd be too hard to path them, which I get, but it is a pain in the ass. Hood of an aimless traveler made from sturdy leather and offers protection versus wind and rain. Battle comes with the territory when one wanders the land. This coat provides a certain degree of protection. I like in games like this where you can get all of the starting equipment, and you can get it all relatively early as well, which is good. Yeah. That was something else I wanted to talk about. So we've been dealing with these toxic blow dart guys, yeah? Actually, no, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait on that one. I'll tell you about this little secret tip I have for you when we get down to the swamp. Just because I'd rather not die at this stage, because we're so fucking close, man. We're so close. I'm going to make a mad dash to the bonfire so that we can just not have to do all that again if we end up dying. Oh no, we're running so slow in the swamp. We're going to deal with that as well, don't you worry. First of all, let me light this bonfire. Very nice. Very good. So, a couple of things. First of all, let me talk about the toxic blow dart guys. So, the toxic blow dart guys are obviously a massive fucking pain in the hole. Because if you get toxic, they fuck you up badly. Now, you saw I got through that whole section there. I didn't get toxic once. There are more on the way in this direction. That's fine, we'll deal with them. But something I want to talk about, and another reason why I love the intricacy of this game and the way it does certain things, because it's something that I guarantee you didn't think of, but it's such a cool little feature. So if you read the description of the dung pie, it says, throw at an enemy to build up toxins, although builds up your toxicity. Why would I want to do that? I'm still toxic. Like, what would that mean? Well, the toxic that appears when you use dung pies is minor. It's very slow. Now, it still drains your health, but very slowly. Nowhere near as fast as the toxic blow dart guys. So, we'll do it actually on the way out here. I'll show it to you to show you how it kind of works. If you use it, you can only have one of the same status effect. So if you use it on yourself, give yourself toxic, when they hit you with their blow darts, they're not going to toxic you. So you can just fucking run right through them, run up to them and hit them. It's fucking wonderful. I absolutely love it. We are now below, I don't think I can see it from this angle. I probably should have shown it from up above actually. But where we got the whip, you can actually see down. I wonder, can I with the maybe not. Maybe with the binoculars. Can I look up a little bit further with the binoculars? I can, but you can't fucking see because it's so dark. But basically up above where we are here is where we got the whip, and you can see down to here to see this chest and go, why is there a chest down there? What's in there? A dragon scale. Very nice. Dragon scale from reinforcing dragon weapons. For reinforcing dragon weapons. Peeled from an ancient dragon. A dragon is inseparable from its scales, and the transcendence apostles who seek the perpetuity of ancient dragons have crossed to the very ends of the earth to seek this invaluable treasure. That's a very fancy way of saying there are people out there who are fiddling around with things like dragon scales to try and become immortal like the great dragons. We've found a dragon, we have fought a dragon, even though in the intro cutscene it says that all the dragons bar Seath died. That's not 100% accurate. The gaping dragon, while being somewhat relative, is a dragon, and it's the reason there's the channeler up above the boss fight is because Seath is probably keeping an eye on the gaping dragon to see what he's up to and see if he's regaining strength or anything like that. And we'll talk about that more when we get to Seath. But there's a lot of interesting stuff with the dragons in this game. I have to say, it's really cool stuff. Really, really cool fucking stuff. Now, so a couple of things I want to do here. One, I want to turn back to human. But two, I'm going to cock tease you. Well, sort of. Because while we are now down in Blighttown, we are not staying in Blighttown very long. We are not actually going to finish Blighttown yet. I just wanted to grab some items and some... Oh, that was weird. I didn't play the animation. I wanted to grab some items and get some little bits and bobs and open up the way for me to come down here if I choose, while I get some maybe upgrades or whatever in further episodes. But we're not going to be doing Blighttown just yet. There's more I want to do. But trust me, there's good reason for me to come down here first. And also I can show you, as I say, a different way of looking at things and a different way of doing things. I can also show you trigger points for certain quest lines and everything as well. The reason I turn back to human now is so that we can be invaded by Manny or Mildred. Everybody kind of knows this, but in case you didn't, this character archetype came from the network tests, or not the network tests, but the game tests of Demon Souls. Somebody was, when they were playtesting the game, running around with a butcher knife in the swamp, killing people. And FromSoft loved it so much, I thought it was so funny, that they actually put it in the game. And most games actually since. So it was in Demon Souls, you have the Butcher, the Swamp in Demon Souls, you have Manny or Mildred here, you've one in Dark Souls 3, is there one in Dark Souls 2? I think so. It's become a character archetype in their games, and it's so fucking funny to me, I'm not gonna lie. It's so funny to me. Let me kill this guy, just to make sure he's not gonna fuck with us. I should actually have my blue, purple mosses equipped while we're here, instead of being so fucking stupid and let myself get poisoned. So yeah, so I'm actually just going to show it here just so you can kind of see. Also, if you quickly switch your weapon hands, you can run through the swamp faster. But we are going to go and get something that'll allow us to walk through the swamp with much greater ease. So right here is where Quelana of the Swamp, the Pyromancer, will appear. She's not here right now, and a lot of people debate over the trigger, but I'm going to show you the trigger. It's basically you just need a +10 Pyromancy Flame. Is the best way. There are other ways to do it, but the +10 Pyromancy Flame and buy everything from the shop in with Laurentius, and then she should appear then. So that's one thing I want to show off. Then here will be another NPC spawn, but I'll show you that too. You can see down from down here now that we're down much further. In fact, it's actually easier. Funny enough, it's easier to see from down here some of the sight lines. Like, God, this area is just so fucking awesome looking. Gorgeous. I like as well, you'll notice so this pillar in front of me here, you can see the spikes coming out of it. And that seems to be at the same height on pretty much all the pillars, apart from this one, actually, funny enough. But in my mind, now this is completely conjecture, but in my mind it was maybe there was some undead or whatever trying to crawl up from Blighttown, so they put spikes to prevent them. Could be wrong, but that was my thinking anyway. Yep. Now, so this is the way I normally come into Blighttown. I'm not gonna lie, because once you've played this game a few times, you start the game with the master key, and then when you want to come to Blighttown, you just come in this way, which is technically the exit or the back entrance. But it's interesting to show you coming out this way, because this is the way you are actually supposed to go to get out. And it makes it easier to come in and out then. A lot of people hate the walk back up from Blighttown here, but it's not the worst. I mean, it's not great, but it's not exactly the worst. And you may be wondering why we're just immediately going down and immediately coming back out. Well, you'll see. You'll see. It'll make a lot of sense. One, we had to open up this shortcut. Two, there's a couple of things I want to do anyway up here, so it works out well. Trust me. I mean, you probably don't, but you should. You should try and trust me. Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah, so here we are. So we're at the point now, so this is where the guys are going to start shooting us with fucking toxic blow darts. Oh, you love my toxic love. I'm getting stuck on a fucking thing here, so I'm going to crawl up a little bit further. And get ourselves into position. So they're shooting toxic at us, which is not very nice of them. It's not very nice of them at all. But what we're going to do is we're going to come here, we're going to throw some dung pies. Don't think it takes too many. Oh, never mind, I think it will. I actually don't have enough. Damn. Shit. Quite literally. Quite literally shit. Anyway, look, I have enough blooming purple, so it's fine. But the idea would be is that I would give myself toxic, and then it would mean that I don't have to deal with them. Now, I can also block because we have the spider shield. So again, another reason to go and get that shield, because you can use it to get your way through here. It's great. Like, look, I'm not being toxicked. And that did half of my fucking thing, so it's quick build-up. So, once again, Dark Souls showing there's about 7 different ways you can deal with a situation. I got toxicked. Oh. Here. Yeah. Like, if there's a way to do something, there's about 7 different ways you can do it. Don't fall off the edge, please. Thank you. It's always a pain in the ass when they fall off the edge. Now this guy, what we can do with this guy is use a bow. Oh shit, I don't have the stats. I don't have the fucking thing. I might be able to use this crossbow then, but I don't think I have any bolts, do I? Do I have any bolts? I do have bolts. I even have heavy bolts. Very nice. Huh. Who's gonna get there first? Damn! Oh! I just had enough toxic resistance. Holy shit! But that's it. That is all the toxic blow dart guys in the game now done and killed. That wasn't a good idea. Well, it sort of was, because what we can do here is now we have the 2 of them here, so we can just do a bit of that. This, literally, this whole section and everything I'm doing here is quintessential what I'm talking about when I mean Dark Souls has so many options for things. It, you know, it allows you to have such control over the difficulty, over what you want to do, over what way you want to tackle things. Like, it's fucking fantastic. And look, I get it. People find it hard, and it is hard. It's not easy. I'm not saying, oh, this game's easy, you just need to get good. That's not what I'm saying at all. But I'm saying, you know, if you actually look at everything they give you options for everything. Like this, I swapped up my armor. Here's the thing as well, like, I haven't even spoken about the fact that you can upgrade armor in this game. So, like, we've been pissing through things rather easily, and I could have chosen a set that I like, or went and got a good set and then upgraded it, but, you know, we're in a poison area, so stick on your poison armor. You don't have to, but you can. Another Firekeeper soul here, which is nice. Each Firekeeper is a corporeal manifestation of a robot. Yeah, we knew this already. Yeah. Now, I wanted to show as well, because a lot of people say, oh, FromSoft and Dark Souls and everything, it's all so dour and it's so fucking serious and it takes itself so serious and everything. FromSoft have jokes. They got jokes, and they got things that they find hilarious. And these wheels are one of them, because obviously you're looking at them and you're thinking, oh, they're fire wheels. No, they're not fire wheels. These are, I can get a better angle from the other side. These are not fire wheels, water wheels. Because you'd think, a wheel like that, it's being used by water. Nope. FromSoft got fucking jokes. So no, that is not what is happening here. What is happening here is something entirely different. Let me get my binoculars out again and see if I can see that. You can see this from a different angle. And this always cracked me up because, again, I didn't know this for years. And there's so many little moments like this in the Souls games that you're just like, that's bizarre. But it's funny. You can kind of see it from here. Yeah, that is... And if you can see it... Shit, I can't get the angle from here. Oh! Nearly backstepped off the side. Fuck. Might be able to get the angle from down here. Yep, there it is. That is a dog. These are dog wheels. You can see them at the very bottom of the screen there. These are dog wheels. They are being moved by the dogs. Why that's a thing? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I don't know what the thought process was there. I don't know, but it's fucking hilarious to me. And it makes me giggle every time I see it. And then we want to slowly come across here. I've never been good at this section. Oh, don't fall. Yeah, so FromSoft has jokes. It does have, and it has ridiculous moments, and it has things that you're just like, what the fuck am I looking at? And I love that. So it's not all doom and gloom. There are some very, very dark things and some very dark stuff, but they got some jokes in there too. The Mask of the Sealer. This seems interesting. This is that item we could see from the other side. I told you we'd come back and get it. And the Sorcery Remedy. We will read all of these. We will just get up and out of the swamp a little bit more because I ain't dealing with these fucking flies, mosquitoes, whatever they are. I used to always try and jump my way around here to different things, but you're best off just using the ladders and doing it properly. Otherwise you will kill yourself, and that wouldn't be good. I believe, is there another item here? No, there isn't. I think I always think there's an item here, but there's not. But I mean, that's, apart from the actual swamp itself, that's everything in Blighttown. Like, we've gotten everything, which is rather nice. Oh yeah, you can fall down to here, which is a bit of a pain in the ass, but is what it is. You know. So, apart from the main swamp area, we've done, and as I said, we've done what I consider to be the hardest parts. You know. Feel free to correct me if you think I'm wrong, but the actual swamp part of Blighttown is really not bad at all. It's just the climbing up and the climbing down bits. And once you get rid of the toxic blow dart guys, you know, and the less time you have to spend in Blighttown, the better, yeah, but also, if you take your time, there's a ton of treasures. Like what, do we find multiple armor sets, weapons, tons of souls, pyromancies, power within? Like, we found some fucking good stuff in there. Some real fucking good stuff. Get the fuck out of here. You know. So you can imagine normally you're coming down the other way here. Well, I say that. On your first playthrough, maybe don't. Maybe go through it normally. Or don't. I don't know. I'm not your fucking boss. Anyway, I think we should be safe here so we can read some of the stuff we got. So, let's start with the armor. We picked up this stuff. Mask of the Sorceress who flooded New Londo to seal away the Dark Wraiths and the four kings who descended into dark. It symbolizes their resolve to keep the seal shut forever and their atonement, fucking brain, come on, and their atonement for all those who were sacrificed, but two of the three forsook New Londo upon tiring of their duty. The sealers were once known as healers. The sealers were once known as healers, and the bright crimson was a symbol of that, which is pretty cool. So interesting that we haven't seen New Londo, obviously, because of the way we've done things, but we'll actually see it now soon. But yeah, interesting little lore tidbit there. So two of them disappeared. Catalysts of the banishment sorcerers who flooded New Londo to seal away the Dark Wraiths and the kings who fell to the dark. In contrast to the other catalysts, the metal catalyst qualifies as a weapon. It can inflict physical damage, however small. And then we also got a spell. Sorceress of the Red-Robed Yulva, one of the sealers of New Londo, reduces bleeding and poison buildup and undoes various poison effects. One of New Londo's unique healing sorceries. Perhaps she abandoned her sealer duty to take her healing arts back to Blighttown. So, what we're getting there is that New Londo was sealed away because of the abyss was coming out, the darkness, the, you know, ghosts and ghoulies, which we'll see as we get into it. But 2 of the sealers fled. That means there's 1 still in there, but 2 of them fled, and 1 of them came back here. She was originally from Blighttown and came back when it started to be poisoned to try and help heal it. But obviously it didn't work. And we'll find out here from this description, the key to New Londo runes. Key to the iron bar separating the runes of New Londo and Drake Valley. The runes of New Londo were blocked off, for the cursed ghosts posed danger to life and spirit, and the legend speaks of a terrible dark which was sealed away. So, again, it's not specifically mentioned here, but from what we can gather, somebody had to lock the door from this side. Most likely, it was Yulva, because she was coming back here to try and help Blighttown with its problem of becoming poisoned. It obviously didn't work, but she was trying. God love her, God loves a trier. And she was proficient at sealing away things anyway, because she sealed away the dark wraiths and everything, and said, fuck it, we'll seal it away even more, and locked the gate behind her. Dooming some people, I'm sure, but it was probably for the best. But it's also quite funny, because when you think about it, the idea of anybody from this area, which is so horrific and fucking blighted and horrible, sealing anything away because they felt it was a threat to life, is kind of funny. Because obviously this area is pretty fucked, you know. A fucking parry though. Free backstab. Free backstab. Nice. Please die. Ooh, nice. Please die. Thank you. Killed him so hard again that he shit himself. So now you're going to realize where we are. And you're going to go, whoa, that's crazy. You're not really going to say that, but you might. You might. Because we are now in the Valley of the Drakes. And you're thinking, I don't know where this area is, Cal. What are you talking about? Well, you will in a moment, because if we look up, you can't really see it from this angle. We will explore more of the valley as well. Excuse me. But not yet. This ledge will be where, this is why we summoned Beatrice, because we'll be able to get an item off of her. Down that way we can see a large dragon body. But if we head this way, we're going to find some unique area. And then that'll lead us to somewhere that looks rather familiar. If you have the master key, this is the door, and this is the last door actually that we would have needed the master key for. This is the door that of course was locked to seal away New Londo runes. Yes, of course. New Londo ruins. I always love this guy just chilling here. So we could have came down here way earlier in the game. This is early game shit, but the area itself is not early game shit, and realistically you're not supposed to come here till late game, but we're going to have a little poke around it. Not right now, but we will have a little poke around it now in a little bit. I have an idea actually of what I want to do with that to get some unique dialogue. But if you're struggling with any of the early parts of the game, and I should have shown this probably earlier on, but oh well. If you're struggling with any of the early parts of the game, you can come here, because this guy is actually a blacksmith.
Well, this is unusual. You haven't lost your head. And more importantly, you're free. How on earth? Well, I shouldn't pry. I'm Ricky of Vinheim. I was once an established smith, though. Look at me now. Can you believe it?
Can you believe it?
What is it? Have you? Oh no. Don't worry. I've no intention of escape. It's safe here. Can't bear the thought of going hollow out there.
Oh.
Although, I must admit, I've not much
Heal.
to occupy myself. But how about this? I could forge your weapons, albeit with rather minimal tools. I'll show you what made me the best in Vinheim.
So he can obviously reinforce some stuff here. Now, he can also make it magic as well, which is cool. There's not a huge amount he can do for you here. He can get to +5, I believe. Obviously, you can't give him any embers. Well, you can give him an ember, but nothing right yet. But he's got some interesting stuff as well. You can also get a soul arrow and a heavy soul arrow and a sorcerer's catalyst. So, you know, if it's an option for early on, if you are kind of struggling in ways, you can also repair your stuff. And
what is it? There's nothing to talk about. We're both cursed.
yes, he's an interesting sort, and he does actually have a unique armor set, but we can't get it. It's removed from the game, which is a bit of a shame, but is what it is, I suppose. I'll buy something off him because otherwise he'll go, oh, you blasted bastard, fucking whatever the fuck. So we'll buy something. Come back soon.
Anything helps soothe my nerves. Don't let me wither away out of idleness. I
mean, I love how he's like, come back soon, don't let me wither away. I'm like, you're choosing to stay in that cell, but, you know, whatever. It's easy to get tricked, by the way, down here. So if you did come down here first, you'd come down here and go, oh, these are all non-hostile hollows and shit like that. You know, and then you come down there and, as I said, we'll deal with this whole area in a little bit. God, I will say one of my favorite areas design-wise. Like, look at this. This area is based off of a real-life area. This is based off of Mont Saint Michel in France. I believe it's Mont Saint Michel, or is that what it's called? Yeah, I believe that's what it's called. Mont Saint Michel, Pellier, something like that, in France. Miyazaki gained influence from there, and it's a stunning area to base it off of, and it's a stunning area itself. And obviously, we'll see most of it is underwater at the moment, but we can get some stuff going with that. You know, my beloved S-Stock, another fantastic weapon. The largest of the thrusting swords can pierce an armored knight in one thrust. The blade is so sharp, allowing slicing as well. So what's great about this weapon is that it is it's like a rapier type weapon like this. But it also has a slash like that, which means it's very versatile, but two-handing it then gives you a nice straight poke and a quick little and then you don't have a kick anymore, unfortunately, but you can backstep like that. And you give a thrust like that. Again, another weapon that works out really well with the Leo ring that we will get later on. But yes, I did say we would end up somewhere familiar, so let's go up this way and see exactly where I'm talking about. Grab this first. This is another one of those oh shit moments, because a lot of people, if you didn't know, you'd be coming through here and you're going, this. And now, you might have already had your oh shit moment if you came down here, but if you didn't find down here before, you know, you're going to come down here and go, oh shit, this was here the whole fucking time. And those of you who don't know, now you're going to go, whoa! Who doesn't know at this stage, but in case you didn't. You know, in case you didn't. The music already. You know where we are then. Yes, the staircase that was behind good old Lordran. Our good friend Lordran, you know, is a nice guy. Oh, Anastasia left a item for us. Dead. Oh dear. A lot of people think it's after you ring the 2 bells. Nope. Once you go down to Blighttown, that's fucking it. Anastasia, whatever her name is dead. Worn by the Firekeeper at Firelink Shrine, it is thought to have once been the white hood of a maiden, but smoke and ashes from bonfires have darkened it over the years. And then this description, which is a lot more harrowing. It is thought to have been once white with the skirt made of a maiden, but its true origin is lost in patches of blood. Perhaps its former wearer was maimed to prevent escape. Ugh. Yep. It's pretty rough. Pretty fucking rough. The life of a Firekeeper is not great. I did do things slightly fucking arseways here, meaning we can't upgrade our Estus Flask but that's okay. We don't need to upgrade it right now. We're fine. Mystical orb found on the Keeper's corpse. invade the world of a murderer of invade the world of the murderer of a firekeeper to defeat the perpetrator and claim the soul of the firekeeper. The Black Eye keeps constant watch on the city of the gods, Anor Londo. That might be like just a gameplay thing to tell you, hey, Eustace and Anor Londo, but it's also a bit of a lore. The Black Eye watches the city of the gods, whatever that means. I don't believe you comment on it.
Why, what a surprise.
Oh.
I didn't expect you to make it. Oh, somebody rang the bell. Wait, was it you? You never give up, do you? I don't know how you do it. Well, don't stop now. Only one more. But it's going to be suicide.
Good old crestfallen, bro.
What's wrong? Get a bit of a scare out there? No problem. Have a seat and get comfortable. We'll both be hollow before you know it.
So he seems to reconcile with the fact that he will go hollow eventually if he doesn't do anything.
Well, what are you going to do? I've already decided. I don't really care. I'm simply crestfallen.
An iconic line, if I'm not gonna lie. I'm simply crestfallen. Firekeeper is absent, kind of like the bonfire. Well, damn. What are we gonna do now then? What are we gonna do now?
Oh, hello there. I'm pleased to see you, sir, as always. My teacher, whom I imagine still resides in the Great Swamp, had a funny way of putting it. He said that pyromancy is the ultimate fantasy. We are born into dark and warmed by fire, but this fire we cannot touch. Those whose fascination with fire persists learn to hold it in their own hand. He rather had a way with words, the old withering frog.
Yes, the old withering frog. A lot of people think the Great Swamp he means is the swamp below, but that's not the Great Swamp, and we will get lots of descriptions to realise that, but no, that is Blighttown. The Great Swamp is a land far away. He comes from the Great Swamp, but he goes down to Blighttown later on because he doesn't know the area, because that's not the Great Swamp, so bit of a misconception there with our friend here, but is what it is. We will be ascending our pyromancy flame. In fact, we'll do it a few times now just to have it ready. In fact, we'll just do it now while we're here. Fuck it, we have the souls. This is what I've been saving souls for, my guy. Boom, just amount. Oh no, that's only +9, fuck. Woo, +10. Woo, holy shit. Just about had enough. And we'll grab some pyromancies as well while we're here. Fuck it, we might have enough to clear them out.
Goodbye then.
We might do, because I think this gives 5,000, doesn't it? Yeah. I think this gives 5,000. 2,000? 2,000. Okay, cool. So we'll just do another one of these. This is why you keep all your souls, my guy. So this won't cause him to move yet, because he can still upgrade our stuff and everything, so he's not going to move.
Pyromancers earn a certain respect. The Witch of Izalith, one of the legendary
Get some more lore here, though.
Godmother of pyromancy. So the day I became undead, I was ecstatic. I felt as if I'd been chosen to attune myself to the ancient arts. Of course, it wasn't all that romantic in the end.
Kind of sad, really, you know. He never really fit in life. He was kind of happy then when he died, because he was like, oh my god, I got to go to the land of pyromancies, you know, which is pretty cool.
Oh, miracle.
Miracles, I presume? No, nothing else new. Now, we are going to be, we might not finish it now, but we are going to be heading back towards the lands of beginnings, as they say, the asylum, to pick up some stuff for the swamp, and then we'll also be doing some other little bits and bobs before we head back down into Blighttown. But this is one of them things where I'm like, fuck, this is an area that is so hidden. And actually, I didn't mean to do this jump immediately, because I need to go and grab this item. But I think I can grab this item and then come back, can't I? Yeah, I can, yeah. Yeah, nice. Why is this key here? Did somebody have it and then they got dropped by the fucking crow or something? It would be quite funny. But even if a hero found a key in Lordran to liberate the prison, would he have the means or heart to ever come back? Maybe. Maybe. But yeah, we will be heading back to the asylum now. As the nice man said down below, he said, oh, I just saw that crow being picking a man up. He was curled up like an egg. Which means we're going to do the exact same thing. Curl up like a fucking egg. Curl up like a ball. Why this prompts him to pick us up and bring us over, I don't know. But yeah, so a strange way to do things, but I think it's going to be an interesting way to kind of get a view of a lot of places and a lot of things. And also, as I said, show a lot of people think, right, when they go down to Blighttown, fuck, I'm stuck here now. I've got to beat Quailana. I've got not Quailana. I've got to beat Kellogg's. I always call it Kellogg's. Quailag. Egg. And I've got to do this, I've got to ring the bell, and then I can come back up. No, you can do whatever you want. Do it in whatever order you like, type of thing, you know? Which is pretty cool, as I say. Pretty cool, my guy, pretty cool. We need a bonfire, though. Hopefully rather quickly, because if we die now, we are going all the way back down to Blighttown, so we really don't want that to happen, which is not going to happen now because we just did that, so we should be fine. And I should be able to do this. In fact, I'm going to try do it before the end here because I think I have enough time. So I have my... Where have I got it? Could have sworn I had one. No? Do I not have? I have yeah, there we are. Morningstar. Morningstar. The reason I'm going to use this is because, well, you'll see. You'll see. But yeah, let's finish off the episode with a boss fight. Just so you don't feel left out. You know, because there's nothing worse sitting through a whole episode and not even a boss fight. Cal, what do you mean? What are you doing? There's fucking fuck all damage here. In fact, this might not work out because this might not be enough damage. It is enough damage. Sort of. Oh, fuck. Fuck, he got me. God damn it. I probably should have maybe upgraded this like once, even. Or twice, or a couple of times. Realistically, you want to upgrade this a few times. But I am showing, because you can get this... you can get this Morningstar. You remember, we picked it up underneath of Firelink. So you can get this and immediately come back and do this. Like, this is not a late level thing or whatever. And realistically, hit him a few times, get out of there. Like, just avoid the big explosive attacks. And this guy goes down pretty fucking easy. If you can get him into loops and stuff, obviously helpful as well. But bleed is this guy's kryptonite, as they say. We should hopefully just have enough time to beat him. Hopefully. If not, it'll be the beginning of the next episode. I'll just show you I'll just show me killing him. But no, we should have enough time. But yeah, that brings us to the end of another episode either way, beating him or not. So yeah, if you like what you've seen, please do like and or subscribe, and let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think? We are having a fucking whale of a time getting so much lore, and we're gonna have some more big kind of lore pieces happening now soon, which will be fun. This area's got some interesting stuff for us to see as we're back here now. Ooh. Thank you. And actually, from this guy alone, we're going to get an interesting little tidbit here. One more. We only need one more bleed proc. In fact, I could probably switch back to my battle axe now and finish this, but may as well just show the whole fight with the thing. 2, 3, one more. Get the fuck out of here, my guy. Absolutely fantastic. That's the end of him. And what does he drop? Humanity, Homeward Bone, and Titanite Slab. There's our first slab. Titanite Slab for weapon reinforcement. Legendary slabs are the domain of the gods. Legendary slabs are the heirlooms of nameless blacksmith deity who forged the great weapons of other gods. Weapons forged with this slab become rare legendary weapons. Pretty fucking cool. Next time, as I said, we will continue on, explore more of the asylum, and then I have some more stuff I want to show you before we head back down. Trust me, we got lots more fucking great fucking stuff to come, including our meeting with the famed Quailana, the sorceress, and yeah, we got some other stuff to do. But thank you all so much for watching once again. You've been absolutely fantastically amazing. I've been Kavalech. Hope you grabbed yourself a deadly chat. Look after yourselves, have a great day, and enjoy. And I'll see you all tomorrow for more fun and or frolics. For now, bye.